Today, I'm feeling a little confused. Let's pull some tarot about it. I'm not like doing bad or anything. Everything in the world is still fine. It's just that there are certain situations that I want to make the healthy decision, or at least like what I thought was the healthy decision, what I'm pretty sure is the healthy decision, at least like mental health wise. Mental health is always important. Do not rely on tarot readers for your mental health. Go see a therapist. So I'm ready to like make those decisions, but the universe can tell me like, hey, hold on, pump the brakes, hold up, wait, just watch for a second. Just watch it happen. Just chill. Don't jump, just chill. If you're in that boat, maybe this message is for you. So for those of you that are living with this, I see that we are dealing with another party. We're dealing with a second person, typically in romance. Yay, I love it. The second party here is having a little bit of an identity crisis. They're not knowing who they are anymore. And it seems like, honestly, whoever this reading is for, whoever aligns with it, like the person being read, can also relate to this. It seems like there is a lot here that also aligns with the person being read or whoever this aligns with and their second party. But the difference is that the person being read just handled it a very different way. It seems like there's a little bit more like emotional intelligence, and I'll get to that in a second. But this person's having a little bit of an identity crisis, and the way they're reacting is not about you. Obviously, I feel like you knew that, but confirmation, it's not about you. It's not even really about them. It's a combination of things. There's a lot of things at play here. Quite frankly, what they're needing right now is to see that it isn't all about them, that it's not about them, that you are not all about them, if that makes sense. They're needing to see who you are away from them, outside of them. They need to know that there's a world that exists where you and them are not in the same place. That's a very weird, specific way to word that, but that's the only way that I knew how to get it out. They're waiting for the other shoe to drop too. They trust you. They have a lot of trust for you. They have a lot of care for you, a lot of emotions for you, but there are also a lot of emotions working against you that have nothing to do with you, that have to do with past situations for them, past trauma for them, past relationships for them, just the past altogether. And so what they're really struggling with right now is dissecting what belongs to you and what belongs to someone else. Right now, what they're looking at is, how do I not judge this person that I'm currently dealing with as if they are this from the past, whenever there's so many signs that they seem like something from the past. And really, it seems like you're probably dealing with that as well. There's a lot of things that seem to be repeating from the past that are making you nervous and making you want to leave, or making you want to look back at past situations and think, oh, well, maybe I should have gone back to that or went with that because of this current situation. For some of you, there's a third party, specifically someone more feminine or, female presenting, something like that. They're not a permanent third party. It may not even be a literal third party. It can be like somebody from the past. It can be a present person, or it can just be an idea of what your person, like your second party here, what they thought their life would look like, or what they wanted it to look like, and the realization that maybe that's not actually part of their identity. So they're currently working through this right here so that they can get to you, and I'll get to that in a second. Ultimately, this person in their intuition at their core feels very positive about you, but it's just, there's a lot of stuff that has to die. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done with on their part, that they're really struggling to be done with, so that they can solely focus on you. And the thing is that with this specific situation, you carry a lot of abundance with you, a lot of emotional intelligence. Like I said, you could help out the situation a lot, but this person is afraid of letting anyone help them because they're afraid that it will be a situation repeating itself, or that they will make a mistake or something like that, or let the same type of person back in and cloud their judgment. They just have a lot. They have a lot that they're looking at right now. Unfortunately, you have to be part of what they're looking at right now. I know I'm the kind of person that I want to take that stress off of people if there's a lot that they're processing that has to do with me, especially if they have a lot going on already. But unfortunately, this is something they have to look at. This was something that was meant to happen. They are supposed to be processing things with you right now, which may be why you're feeling a little bit of a tug back and pull back from the universe if you're ready to walk away, because you know your self-worth. You know that you are worthy. You know that you deserve something that is fully for you, the same way that you're fully for something else. But this was meant to happen, at least for them. And I'm sure it was meant to happen for you as well, but for them, it definitely was meant to. So this is something they have to process, they have to work through. And unfortunately, the universe is going to be working for the greater good of all parties involved. That means, though, that the greater good of each one will be done as well. So try to keep faith in that and try to look at what lessons you can learn right now while things are still in a weird spot in a weird middle gray area. What seems to be making you very nervous right now is that this person is a very thought-driven person. They're somebody that has a lot of wisdom and a lot of thinking power in their head, and that's how they process things a lot. And to you, that's very weird because you're so used to working off your intuition or using your emotions and being very emotionally intelligent. But for them, they think about things. And up to this point, you've probably been like, well, that's not a full way to give an answer. That's not a full way to process something. But for them, it's all they know how to do. And it's the best they can give right now. And if you truly care about this person, the best they can give is good enough, you know? So right now, give them the space to think and trust them. Just how you built a lot of coping mechanisms around having emotions and, you know, like processing things emotionally and like being emotionally intelligent, they built a lot of coping mechanisms and processes around mentally processing things and thinking things through and acting with wisdom and knowledge. So give them that space to do that. That is what they need right now. And so they will work it out. It just may take a little bit longer because they're not as in touch with their emotions, but it'll be just worth it in the end, and it'll be just as fruitful in the end as well. One thing that they're worried about, or maybe even you're worried about too, it seems like, because if there's this feeling to walk away and then something were to sprout up, you're like, oh, I'd have to start from scratch. I'd have to build all the way from nothing. But that's not true. That's not how this is gonna go. This person is going to tap into their feelings for you, and they know that they are there, they see them, they feel them, but they're afraid to tap into them fully because they're wanting to mentally process things so much right now. And it's not just you. It's not just you. There's so much going on, so much more than what you could comprehend is happening with this person right now. So give them the space and time that it takes to mentally process. That's all they need. And that may drive you insane because it may go a lot longer than what you would be used to, but it's what they need. And it'll be worth it in the end. It'll be fruitful in the end. Go about your life just as normal. Be positive, be kind to them, be open to them, but don't be pushy. Don't smother. Give them space. If you were asking for confirmation, here's your confirmation that this era of pain for them and for you is coming to an end. Even if this isn't a situation that ends up working out to be something romantic long-term for you, it's still going to be the ending of a long, long era of pain for you and pain for them as well. This is something, like I said, that was meant to happen. You know, earlier we did have the Two of Cups come out, which usually symbolizes like a divine counterpart or someone that is going to be a long-term fruitful partner, and for a lot of you it is. But I don't want you going into this thinking, oh, it's going to be worth it because I get to be in a relationship with this person in the end. You need to be looking at you. What do you need? What are the things you're meant to learn from this? Because that is what's going to make you aligned with them if you're both focusing on yourselves. And that's what they need right now, is to focus on themselves so that then they can focus on you. And you need the same thing. There's some things that you might not be noticing about you that you should be checking in with yourself about. There's still building that needs to be done. Like at the beginning of this year, I felt like everything fell apart, but instead of rebuilding it, I've been building something new. And that's what's needed right now, is building something new. The world is still turning, and it is turning in your favor. Things are moving along the way they're supposed to. You're being brought to the end of this pain process. So focus on you and your pain process ending. And if they do it, great. If they don't, at least you did.